Hello, Tracy. Hello, Mr.
Hello,
Dan.
hello, Mr. Ming. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Night Meetup. And my name is Tracy, community moderator, and it is my pleasure today to be with you in this meetup. And as you all know, Trava will run the unique feature, BRicher, shortly, and you can find about its basic information on Trava's social channel. However, to dig more deeply into this one archive feature, we have opened this meetup and want to provide you with throughout information about its role and its benefits and so on. So our guest today, I would like to introduce to our community, Mr. Ming, the CEO and co-founder of Trava Finance, and Mr. Dachik, head of data analysis of Trava Finance. Mr. Ming and Mr. Dat, hope you guys are doing well today.
Well, how Tracy? Hi, everyone. And it's my pleasure today to be here and discuss with you guys about our new tool, BRicher. So, and it's we also discuss is significant in Trava ecosystem. And my name is Ming. I hope everyone know me. And I am CEO and co-founder of Trava Finance.
Okay, hi Tracy, hi everyone. My name is Dat, the head of data analysis and co-founder of Trava Finance. So I'm very happy today with Ming, with Tracy, and especially with our community to share information about BRicher. It would be a useful tool for investor to make as much profits as possible.
So yes, thank you a lot for your introduction. So Mr. Ming and Mr. Dat, we have mentioned before this meeting is only focused on the BRicher, a new feature from the Trava Finance. So to get the ball rolling, can you tell me a little bit and also to share to the community what is exactly BRicher?
Okay, thank you for the question. Actually, BRicher is somehow similar to the aggregator, but it will generate more utilities and bring more benefits for user. We will develop BRicher in two phases, and after the first phase, it will operate like an investment assistant, and it can be also seen as an investment advisor. We will recommend optimized investment strategies to user, but the user have to follow the instruction and manually implement the strategy by themselves. Okay, and in the second phase, users can cut off their money making process, and they can simply perform on transactions after clicking in several buttons. So I mean everything will be done automatically in the second phase.
Okay, so talking about the aggregator. So although it is quite popular these days and many users still don't know much about it, I suppose. So could you tell us more about this tool?
Okay, you can think BRicher as a tool that helps user to invest easily. It brings trade across different finance platform into one place, and it can save investor time and effort. There are many ways for users to invest and make profit. They can do staking, providing liquidity, or depositing their money in the lending pools. But because there's a lot of them out there, so we need to collect and process a huge amount of information to find the best one. And with an aggregator, we don't need to do this stuff anymore. because the aggregator will visualize all necessary information and provide us with a unique interface to interact with. So therefore, it's way more quickly, easily, and effectively to invest. And in fact, there are quite a lot of aggregators out there. In the DeFi market, you may hear some big names such as InstaDiat, Yearn Finance, Harvest Finance, Idle Finance, Biffy, and etc.
Yes, I can see that. And as you have said, there are so many aggregators on the market these days, right? So why does Trava come up with this idea, even though when there already have many to commit?
Well, it's an interesting question from the host Tracy. And in fact, we come up with building BRicher first for the long-term benefit of the Trava ecosystem. We found it necessary to create a feature that have not only for our user, but other in investing wisely. About the competitor out there, so as you know, Meetup already list a lot of the name before, and there are many of them, as you say. However, there are still gaps between what the tool provide and what user need. They can combine a series of investment method and do not support investor well in exploring strategy and monitoring the chosen one. I think the monitoring feature is one of the very important feature of BRicher. So user can monitor their investment action, and in this way they can also see the profit that they can get from the strategy that they choose. Moreover, the lack of information is also their disadvantage. I mean, they just simply show their real-time investment data and don't usually include ROI history. From my viewpoint, if I am the investor, so I would like to see the ROI history of one strategy, and based on that, I can make decision for the investment better. More importantly, they also all investor money so that the user are independent in their investment portfolio. For that reason, I found its potential to fill the gaps by providing a new tool with more utility and advantage.
So can you go a little bit details about how BRichers can fill this gap and what makes BRichers stand out from the crowd?
Sure. Talk about the advantages of BRicher. First, I will go with its ability to provide users with different types of investment, while others usually go with staking strategies only. BRicher include different types of DeFi investment. I mean, they are liquidity pair providing, lending, borrowing, staking, etc. And secondly, most current aggregators focus on providing single action strategies. And of course, it is usually staking. There are some strategies that do stack, then get reward and sell reward to get more token, and then continue to stack. But essentially, it is stack only. In contrast, BRicher develop innovative algorithm that compose strategies with a series of investment methods, and we call this as composite strategies. It will bring more chance for user to get benefits. You know, the next difference is about the transparency, clarity, and completeness of information. BRicher provides all information related to every single step of a strategy that every users can easily verify by themselves. BRicher also allows users to maintain their investment portfolio and track interesting information like their initial capital, their profit or the number of people using the same strategy with them, or how much reward token they have earned, or the fluctuation of price, and so on. Yeah, and finally, also the most important difference, I suppose, is about the ownership. While current aggregators own users' investment capital, BRicher, in other way, we allow our user to still own their tokens. So user can either follow the instruction and invest manually by themselves, or they can use the automatic investing function of BRicher.
So it is really nice to hear all of that advantages, and I bet that BRicher will be a big hit. And actually, I have received some questions from our users about the role of BRicher in the Trava ecosystem. So can you talk about it, like specifically, what do Trava users can gain when this product is launched?
Well, thank you for the question. You guys may know that every new product to be launched is always a benefit for user in the Trava ecosystem. So this is our final goal. So you can see even in the beer market, our team, Trava team, always gradually release the product to provide the new feature for our user. So as you know, BRicher is one of the new product of Trava, the finance, and the product will help discover possible investments to maximize earning from the investments. In the Trava ecosystem, there are products that can be named lending pool, staking program, reward currency, KNI, NFT, government bond, and maybe the pool creation in the near future. As in our roadmap of Trava, the finance pool creation feature will be provided at the end of this year. And each product in the ecosystem on each user a different level of reward for or APR. BRicher will assist users in the Trava ecosystem in controlling their investment strategies and investment history to see how much they have earned and how effective their strategies are. For example, suppose a user has a liquidity pair Trava and BNB, that in case our product BRicher will suggest the best place to invest among the possible products, including the safety passbook is one of our staking program, and Trava government bond, for example, or even liquidity providing option in our liquidity pair pool on PancakeSwap. They can easily manage history for their return on investment as BRicher provide chart to help users keep track of their investment strategy. Moreover, users in Trava ecosystem will not only be successful investment in the Trava ecosystem, but BRicher also explore other investment options based on the data analysis on chain from other projects. So in this way, our user will have more choice, more strategy to make their investment. We always want to the best for our user. So to me, BRicher is much like something connecting the dot. We have a lot of the dot, and BRicher is the tool to connect the dot of investment action and plays a role of an assistant, accompanying Trava user even in or out of the Trava ecosystem.
Okay, so it's really cool, Mr. Ming, and we have just gone through the benefits of BRicher to all Trava users. So what about the other products in the Trava ecosystem? How does it benefit other products in the ecosystem? And you have just mentioned about the pool creation, right? So I just want to know a little bit about whether BRicher becomes more important when pool creations is launched. And how does it benefit other products in the ecosystem? And I can bet that it will complete the unique features of the Trava pool creations.
I like this question, Tracy. Like I said, BRicher is a connector of investment plans in or out of the Trava ecosystem. BRicher will list all of the investment options in the ecosystem. I would like to give another example that BRicher benefit other products in the ecosystem. In the case of the Trava, the Trava is one of the three main products of Trava finance. So, Trava currently invests chiefly in making profit according to the decision from the community of the Trava. And BRicher also can be used to offer the best option to invest is chiefly to make us much profit as possible for the Trava. As a result, is undeniable that BRicher benefit Trava. And for the second part of the question, I very interesting to talk about the pool creation as mentioned above, and the significance of the BRicher to his function. Well, this unique feature of Trava allow users to create and manage their own landing pool. Like in the more recent research article written by our CTO, Mr. Tang, he showed us that the current landing pool project focus on the top assets and overlooking plenty of assets with a market cap greater than 5 million. So pool creation is born to show the waste and take the advantage of the potential assets. When pool creation is launched, there will be many landing pools created by our user other than Trava landing pool. And Trava will become a landing as a service project on chain. In other words, a landing marketplace. And in this way, BRicher will collect the data from the landing pool in the marketplace to find the best pool to invest a token. I think BRicher is a perfect match with the pool creation function, helping users manage their investment plans in various pools in Trava landing marketplace.
So I couldn't agree more with your shares, Mr. Ming. So before the meeting comes to an end, could you tell us a little bit about the future of this tool? Like, I think you already have a long-term plan for it, right?
Yes, as I mentioned before, BRicher will be developed in two phases. And in the first phase, it will give practical advice for users in investing. It recommends to users strategies that are composed of multiple types of yield farming. The decision will be in the hand of the users. And in this phase, they need to use the token and manually invest by themselves. And once we complete the second phase, we will offer users with automatic investment. So user now can complete their investment process with several clicks. We will also consider many more investment actions from different apps on multiple chains. And based on that, our algorithm can automatically compose good investment strategy to optimize profit for our users. And of course, more and more utilities are developed, and we try to improve the user's experience.
So thank you a lot. Thank you all for your sharing today, Mr. Ming and Mr. Dat. And it's such a great opportunity to dig deep into the BRicher, which is a new feature of Trava ecosystem that is going to be released soon. I hope that after this meetup, our audience have gained the adequate information for making the right decisions of whether or not to use the unique feature, and it will be launched shortly, so prepare yourself for it, guys. One more time, I would like to send a special thanks to all our guests today, Mr. Ming and Mr. Dat, and as well as our audience for being here today with us. So see you in the next episode, and goodbye.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Mr. Dat. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.